Welcome to video 55. This is the last video in section 8 on goals, and this is your action review. We're going to give a very brief overview of where we are so far and where you should be in terms of creating your world's best one-page action plan. The whole outcome is for you to become the very best version of you and have a simple plan that you can follow to get there. And your goals section is absolutely critical in making that happen. So what have we covered? Well, we spoke originally about looking at how action is the essential ingredient in life. We talked about Andrew Carnegie, and I want you to think about being a person who doesn't just say things, but a person who does things. Be someone who does things. What do you do? That's the key. The next thing we spoke about was the three vital things that your goals need to be. They need to be stepping stones, they need to be action orientated, and they need to be outcome focused. And the reason for that is that if you've got simple stepping stones, you know what actions to take. If you've got action orientated, you can clearly understand the action needed to achieve that goal. And finally, if there's a clear outcome in mind, that's going to help you stay on track. And remember the Jason Bourne analogy, where there's always an objective. You're going to become the type of person who you know that there's always an outcome in mind of what you're working towards to lead to your core objectives. We then spoke about signposts and how these goals are going to become your signposts. How there isn't a direction for Paris outside the front door, but there is a sign to this road that leads to that road that leads to that road. We also spoke about taking a compass bearing and having these goals to enable you to keep on track. It's like getting positive and negative feedback all the time that you're on the right track. You know, I'm not going to say for 1 minute it's going to be a perfect straight line, but if we can get more of that and less of that, that'll be better for you. So the takeaway from this entire section is to come up with 5 action-orientated goals that are purely stepping stones with a very clear outcome, that you've got 5 for each of your 3 core objectives. As you begin to take action on these goals, you'll start to achieve them. They're purely stepping stones. As I've said, they're just dynamic and they'll be replaced as you achieve them. The whole purpose is to get momentum on side. Getting momentum is going to make you feel good, and you're going to see yourself making progress towards your 3 core objectives. And when your 3 core objectives are ticked off, you're going to see yourself moving towards your vision. So you're going to end up being a very driven, a very focused individual who is consistent, working on their goals to lead to the completion of their core objectives and then their vision. The big takeaway from this section is to understand the importance of taking action. It is not what you think about, what you talk about, it's what you do something about that will literally change your life. Make sure you've wrote your 5 goals out for each core objective and get ready to pull the whole thing together in the next section, section 9, where we're going to create a thing of beauty and you're going to have your own totally bespoke, world-class, one-page action plan, so you become the very best version of you.